Right folks, welcome back. We're just trying to get to our destination here. We're almost there. We're back to the stealth recon we done for the week. First things I'm going to do here is get sprayed with bug spray. Keep the little biting insects at bay, and then we'll fill the hammock up. Okay, so we have the hammock set up. I just put a ridge line up to hold my bug net up, but what I done was, I'll give you a quick look. So I'm going to put the sleeping bag and the pillow and all in later on, because I'm going to use this as a seat now to have a couple of beers and make some food here in a minute. So I just put a little carabiner on through the two loops. What you're meant to run this through, this ridge line. Done the seam up that end there. So it means later on, whenever I want, what I can do now is I can just unclip this. If I can do it with one hand. Here. And here. Sorry about that, I had to use two hands that one off. And then I have my chair back. And then later on I just get into bed, I just clip that up and have my bug net system back up. So I just fired them on, I thought that would make that handy. So there's our home. I suppose I'll give you a quick look around. Yes, I've got new straps ordered. I've got ones ordered that have the loops all the way up, just so it makes it easier to adjust rather than have to try and wrap around the tree. So they are ordered. They are ordered, and hopefully they'll not be too long. I think it said the 12th of July or something over here, so in a couple of weeks yet, but we'll make do what we've got till then. Yeah, so that's up. I'm going to take a chance. I'm not going to put a tarp up tonight. I have a tarp with me, and if I need it, I'll just pull it over me. I'll just rig it up tonight. I'll just tie it to one end. I'll just tie it to one of these boys. I'll actually tie it to this end. I'll just tie it to this end quickly and just pull it over me with both sides and let it flap over each side. But I don't think I'll need it because it's not supposed to rain. Famous last words. Okay, so I'll give you a wee look where we are. So you've seen the hammock and all, and you've seen where we're situated in amongst all this growing up like hedgerow type thing off the side of the road. So this is the first of the Roadside Stealth Series, and so we're just basically what we're going to do is we're just going to hop the hedge or hop the fence or hop the whatever, down the bank, down the shuck, whatever it is, down the whatever, the ditch, and we're going to camp in it. But the rules are obviously it can't be private property. It has to be all like public, you know, owned by the road service or whatever, or owned by like a park or park service or whatever. So it can't be anybody's property. We're not going to road trespass. Yeah. So should we take you for a better look around, or should we have a beer? Tell you what we'll do. We'll have a beer. We'll have a seat. We'll have a beer, and then or two, or maybe even three. Then we'll take a wee quick look up and down. There's not much to see because it's all overgrown, like bush or whatever you want to call it, overgrown scrubland. But we'll have a beer. We'll take it from there. Tonight's beer, we're just on some Fosters. They're on offer again. What was it? 18 tins for £10. £13 without a club card, £10 the club card. Couldn't turn down value like that. So we're just on the old Fosters today again. We'll keep the used guys' beers, you recommend it, and more exotic beers, nicer craft beers for the recons, midweek recons. But less talking, more drinking. Cheers guys, thanks for joining me again. And we've just got a 99p Rustler's burger. Brung some cheese there. There should be some red sauce in there. Yes, there is red sauce in there and all. So we're just going to do that in the Ridgemonkey tonight. So first things first, I want to give a beer donation shout out. Shout out to Wall for his generous donation to the channel, and a shout out to Jojo's Shop for their donation to the channel. Thanks very much, really appreciate it. I wondered if you have ever heard of the app Randonautica or Nautica or something like that there. It's like this app where it uses like a random, oh, some bug from the camera. It uses random like coordinate generator, and like sends you off on like different adventures. And these people, some people find some weird things. You know, there's a lot of people on YouTube. If you Google it, or even if you go to YouTube and type it in, people find some all crazy stuff. And I tried it before, and it sent me around the place. It sent me up in a golf course, and it sent me into the middle of a house and stay in the green middle of the house. I never found anything, but some people find all this stuff, you know, and some weird stuff, some pleasant stuff. Then there's some freaky stuff and creepy stuff. The recons and the beer, it fits well with the channel because I'm reconning obviously in your camping you have to drink beer, so that fits in. But it's a bit of like an adventure type thing. On one hand, it could be a complete waste of time. On the other hand, it could show me I could come across some good places to camp. Let me know what you think anyway, and let me know if you've ever heard of it. And I'll think about it and we'll consider making videos on it, or maybe I'll not bother. Just putting it out there. At the end of that last little clip there, I was telling you about that app. You heard a big hack and a big spit, like I looked back on the footage there. I'll just move this mic so I'm not making any noise. I stopped the footage there because I couldn't move, because he walked right down in front of me. Just, I'll turn you around, let you see. Some guy made that big hacking noise as I was talking to you, just finished talking to you, because you can hear it on the footage. I recorded it back, I rewind it back, and I heard it on the footage, so you'll have heard it in the last clip. And he walked right down in front of me there, so I had to just freeze. I couldn't even get my camera to turn around, but you heard him. You'll have heard him on it. And his car's parked down there. I don't want to turn the camera down there because if I show down there, it's going to give away where I am here. But he stood down there for ages. I was convinced he could see me, convinced. I lay down and I just lay down and didn't move. But anyway, that's enough drama. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start speaking to you like this and keep the voice down a bit, because I'm just blabbing away there, not a care in the world, and full pelt. So yeah, we'll keep the noise down. Keep the noise down, and we're going to make our burger now, because I was planning to wait till later on to make the burger, but I'm scared of anybody seeing the flame of the little cooker, and that'll give me away through the trees. Get the good old Ridgemonkey on the go. Love this little piece of kit. Essential piece of kit for any stealth camper. If you're looking to get yourself one of these, there's a link in my description for the exact one I've got. Amazon link, if you're interested. There we go, that should do the job lovely. that car and that Jeep there and that trailer pulled in there. That's why I ducked down. Severe paranoia. I always forget with the Ridgemonkey, I always open up and try and turn the stuff instead of just flipping it. That's the whole point of it. Oh yeah. Let's do it like a toasty. Let's soak up all the grease from the burger. Quick toast, then we'll eat it. Handy little plate as well as a cooker. Crispy cheese, delicious. Okay, I'll do a taste test for you here, and I'll shut the camera off until I eat this, and then I'll bring you back. So let's try. It's roasting hot still. Much better than doing it in the microwave. Good stuff. Okay. I'm going to devour this. I'll see you again in a minute. Okay, the coast seems to be clear, so we're not going to worry about it now. We're going to go for a wee bit of a nosy round, a little quick nosy round, because there isn't really much to see anyway. And we're going to come back and we'll get in and get settled in for the night, because the light's starting to fade anyway. So, go for a wee bit of a wander, but it starts to get a bit thick in here anyway, so you can't really see much. I just showed you that big mound there last time, but not sure what that would be, where something lives in there or what, but let's go for a bit of a wander. Okay, so we're in the hammock now. I don't know how much you can see because what time is it? It's 10:33. Don't know if you can see me or not because I have the contrast turned way down on my phone, so that my phone doesn't shine through the trees here. There's a lot of dog walkers up and down here. I plan to go for a walk after that burger, but every time one car leaves and another one arrives, so they sort of have me pinned down. It's getting too dark now. You're not going to be able to see anyway. I definitely can't put a light on. So, don't know what you can see. I'll see them more whenever the footage comes out. But yeah, I'm going to try and sleep in this thing. And I would say we'll be up early in the morning. We'll be up really early, I would say. And we'll get packed up and go out of here. Because this place said it's more busy. It's busier than I thought. Not on the side, the roadside, more on the other side. must walk up and down with the dogs and whatnot. So anyway, just repeating myself and blabbering on. I'm going to try and get a sleep in this, and I'll see you in early hours in the morning. We'll go up early and go away out here. Okay, see you in the morning. Good morning. It's 4:31. You can see that. Don't know if you can see that or not, but it wasn't a pleasant night. It's just so hard to get used to this. It's okay lying on it every now and again when you're out doing a bit of a day camp, but trying to lie on your back all night, it was hard for me anyway. It's a bit, I feel a wee bit damp, but it's just like the morning dew. But it didn't rain, so taking a chance without the tarpaulin was lucky enough, because like I said before, it's just overgrown in here. See if I can get a bit of light so you can see what's going on. Awkward bloody thing. Swinging all over the show. That was the worst. That was definitely the worst sleep I ever had camping. These things are bloody mental. But we'll not give up on it. We'll see what adjustments we can make. Right. I'm going to unpack the camera stuff again, and I'll get the light and the camera back on the tripod so you can see and hear what I'm doing. There you go. Now you can see me and hopefully hear me. Lots of wee midges about this morning, like buggers. Get a cup of coffee and we'll get the pot out of here. So let's talk about last night. God awful sleep. Extremely uncomfortable. I'm not used to being restricted like that. Having to sleep sort of on my back, on my side. But yeah, we got through it. Well, say we got through it. We're about 4:30 in the morning. So what now, guys? Coffee time, and what we got for breakfast? We've got breakfast of champions. Croissant. And Tesco's Strawberry Fruity Bake. Coffee. Can you see that on the camera? Can you see them? There's hundreds of these, thousands of these buggers. I should really just have packed up and went back home and have a morning coffee, but I've already got the fuel in the Trangia now. Let's see if I can give you a look at that. Just how misty it is this morning. Can you see that on the camera? I find when you're out doing these camps on your own, your mind can play tricks on you. Your mind can run away with you. Like last night there was lots of rustling about, but you had to just sort of block it out. You know, it's just nature. Nature's around you. You're in nature. Well, semi-nature because the road's right there. But animals do live in here. Probably rats more than anything, but we're up off the ground anyway. You know, so hopefully they're not going to climb up and share the hammock with me through the night. Yeah, I just sort of blanket, just dismiss it. Probably the best way to describe it. Just dismiss what's going on. Just animals, just a fox, just whatever. Just going about doing his nightly routine. Just going about his business. I'll not bother him, he'll not bother me. So yeah, we're going to call it a day. I'm going to pack up and I'm going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this little hammock adventure. This is the first proper overnight stay in one. So what we're going to do is here, the coffee's nearly ready. It's bubbling here. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to sign off. Possibly, I think it's something else, I'll bring you back. If not, thanks very much for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends, share the video. Let's get this channel growing. And if I don't bring you back, see you next week, and thanks for watching. Cheers, folks. We're packed up. And we're out of here.